2023. Welcome to the Lockdown Economy, a social nonprofit initiative by think tank AlterContacts to help small businesses and self-employed professionals overcome the challenges of the pandemic and reactivate the economy. Good day, everyone. My name is Maisa Sarkis, and as you know, I interview businesses from all around the world. This time, it will be in Lebanon. It is my first interview in 2021, and my guest today, his name is Richard El Cheikh. I came across him and he told me that he freshly or newly graduated from Lebanese University, holding a degree in civil engineering. However, as we all know, in a world where COVID have happened and took over, the lockdown is inevitable and the market somehow is collapsing, especially in the Middle East and talking about Lebanon specifically. So for him, he realized that it is the time to step up and start his own business. And here, Shuttles came to life. Hello, Richard. How are you?
Hello, Maisa. Thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you. It's been delightful.
The same, likewise. And I'm super happy to tell everyone who is watching us today about your business idea and introduce them to Shuttles. So tell me, what do you do as a business and what is Shuttle?
Yes. All right. So basically, to put it in very simple words, we are a small family business built around last mile delivery. So basically, we help other businesses reach their customers and deliver their product. We pick up the orders, store them, and then deliver to their customers, which helps during the lockdown, especially when everyone is at home, to receive their products safely. And we try our best to deliver them as quickly as possible. So basically, we have been in the market since the 1st of October. So we are about 5 months in operation. And yeah, we have just started this business, my dad and I, on a crazy weekend. We decided, let's go for it. Let's do it.
Well, I'm glad that you started an online delivery service, especially as you mentioned, in a country where lockdown is continuous. Some days, some period pass where the country is open, then we go back unexpectedly to being closed, and people have to deal with the uncertainty of shutdown, and this might put some businesses in freeze mode. So where are you based? I know Lebanon, but can you tell us where is the business based? Do you have a office? Are you online? Where is it? Is it in Beirut or in the north or the south?
So basically, right now our main focus is in Beirut, because it is where it is the hub of Lebanon. You can reach everywhere in Lebanon from Beirut, and this is very important logistically. It helps us go and move around the country with ease. So this is how we have been operating. When we started, we were operating from our home, storing everything at home, and then delivering them to the customers. And it was quite the crazy experience to turn our home into a small warehouse, but it was a necessary step to do at the very beginning.
So your assets, home was one of the assets for the business where it worked as a
the
warehouse.
home and the cars. Yes,
The
yes.
part of the home.
Yes. Here in Lebanon, it is the public transportation is not very advanced, so it is necessary to have a car. So being in a lockdown and having a car, we decided that let's put it to use. And it started like that, just me and my father. We were delivering the orders, and then we started growing, and we got drivers on board, and we got marketing people to help us as well. So
yeah, continue.
yes, go ahead.
I was intrigued when you said family business and you started to have people on board. I want to know this a background. If you can share the background, how many employees do you have, and how did you start having these employees?
Sure. So when we started, when my father and I started receiving the orders and delivering them, I was basically working on the customer relation, the marketing, the sales, and basically getting the locations of the customers in order, everything logistics. And my father was the one delivering the orders. We had a cap because the number of orders that you can deliver depend on the number of hours in a day. So once we reached that cap, we realized that it is time to bring someone in to help us, and we quickly grew. We had at one point we had 3 full-time drivers, but then we had a change of staff once, and now we are stable at 1 full-time driver and 2 part-time drivers, and we really consider them as part of the family. We take care of them like part of the family. This is why we still consider ourselves to be a family business, especially that it's run and operated by us, my father and I. And it
And
is very difficult to grow a delivery company when you're just the family. You have to bring someone in, drivers and other people to help you succeed.
relying on your service delivery on people, friend connections, how many clients did you normally have before when you started and before the lockdown that Lebanon is now passing through?
So when we first began, it was crazy because I started from my personal account on Instagram, and I started talking to the shops that I usually follow or my friends recommend them. I started sending DMs. I sent about 350 to 400 DMs and direct messages, and I received a response rate of about 5%, so 15 customers almost answered, 15 people, prospects, and 5 of them converted. They worked with us, which is insane because you don't have a business page, you don't have an online presence, you don't have a website, you don't have anything, and you just hit people up, telling them, all right, we're starting this. How about you give us a try? And some people are adventurous enough and they're kind enough to give you a chance, and it has been really good. And I want to salute the first 5 or 6 merchants that started working with us because they really helped the business stand up on its feet. After that, we had a jump, a huge spike that was unexpected in orders. Some businesses really grew very quickly that we were working with us, and some new customers, new merchants that started working with us as well. So at one point we had an overflow of orders that we were not able to deliver, and this is where actually family members and friends, cousins and uncles and etc. They stepped in. They were kind enough to step in and help us out. They took orders and started delivering them, which is insane.
Well,
It's really insane.
we always count on our loved ones and people who believe in us to be
Exactly.
our biggest
Exactly.
supporter and encourage us to take things further and beyond. Uh,
Exactly. And when it happened, I really felt like the business was not going to survive. I was at one point uh, thinking to myself, the business is not going to survive this. I'm having a growth that I cannot handle. And I was doing actually a course about growth and how most businesses die because of the growth that they're having. So I was like, this is not going to happen to me. And I went ahead and I asked for help, which is very important. Asking for help, and I received the help that I needed, and we were able to stabilize the situation and get the drivers that we need on board after the family helped us get through this tough time. It's a wonderful problem to have, but it's still a problem.
yeah, we need some. I heard once someone say we need to love our problems in order to figure out how to let go of them quickly. And
Yes.
this doesn't happen if we just tap the surface. So
Yes,
speaking
exactly.
about lockdown, I know Lebanon have, and we've been talking that Lebanon passed in 3 major lockdowns where there were complete shutdown. And your
Yes.
business, similar to the lockdown started similar to every other country in March, but your business was still an idea. When it became in operation, you said in October 2020. Then
Yes.
Lebanon happened to have a second lockdown. So tell me, if you want to take a step back, how did the lockdown affect your business? You were still in the initial phases, and definitely you were facing your own challenges as a startup to figure out many business models, that maybe you narrowed down and you want to put it in practice. So having a lockdown challenge in November and now another lockdown, can you tell me this the situation and how did it affect your business?
So definitely the lockdown has been very challenging. It would be unwise of me to say otherwise. The first lockdown was a lighter one. People could still move around and work. Now, of course, some drivers, they would decide that they don't want to work in the lockdown because the lockdown is there for a reason. There is a health crisis in the country, and you have to understand your employees, sometimes they're afraid for their health. And this is something that we have to take into consideration, and it hurt our operation. But the good thing is that the lockdown is there. It's not just there on shuttles, on us, it's there on everyone. And everyone was understanding enough that, all right, there's a lockdown in the country. And of course, the operation is going to be a little slower. The orders are going to take a little bit more time. So we managed because the community in Lebanon is very supportive. We do have our difficulties, whether it is politically, economically, in the health sector as well. But around us, the people understand that nothing can be perfect, and we have to understand that sometimes there are difficulties that are outside the control. And as a small business, it's very important to maintain the relations with the customers and let them know what's going on, and having the transparency with them in order to be able to communicate on another level.
So you
I think
answered this part. Yeah, you answered the part where I was trying to tap down how the how did you try to solve, or what were the solutions that you introduced that would compensate on the business operation side that was being challenged. It was the communication with the customer.
definitely
Another
communication.
example, if you can give us about another challenge, aside from giving awareness to the customer and keeping direct contact, can you tell me another example where you were agile and you provided a solution to that?
Definitely. Let me talk again just a little bit about the communication, not just in the business level, but especially in the business depth. Having a crystal clear communication with the customers has definitely been the driver for us in order to solve any problem that we have. In the field of logistics, mistakes happen, and not just from our side, from the side of the merchant, and also from the side of the customer. So it's a very high risk and a very volatile market. So we have to be very adapted. We have to adapt very quickly to any situation that comes, and and this is where the second layer comes in hand. So basically, of course, optimizing the routing, optimizing the drivers, the employment of our time. It's very important. Also with the communication, but being able to solve the problems on the spot and not waste our time on the problems that are at hand in order to be able to move on and help other customers and other merchants achieve their service or their deliveries. So the number two or number three, I lost count. Basically, it was to adapt quickly and being able to move on from a problem and just proceed to the next step. You know, I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense or if it's clear, but not uh, having a hard time getting over any scenario that we're facing. It's being really flexible, as you said, really agile.
Exactly. So in your type of business and logistics, as you pinpointed, uh, someone might drop the ball or there would be misalignment simply because many stakeholders are involved.
Yes.
And the ability to see that is the real key. And to have a spot on it, and as you also covered in the challenges, and having an additional layer, the lockdown, you it is important just to accept the situation and say
Yes.
what is needed. Let's take our let's put all our efforts together and take it to a next level
Yes.
and uncover.
Let's prioritize and move on.
Exactly. And talking about this, the business is a newborn, and
Yes.
you have a platform. It's online. you were able to reach and have customer acquisition, but at some point you need to have a formula in place. So how did you try, or a business model, which we call it in the business realm. So how did you try to simulate the business and attract different targets or different customers? You mentioned you work with small businesses and startups. However, have you tried to tap into different customer or profile, and how do you attract them?
All right. So basically, when we started working, we really focused on the smaller businesses. And if we want to really dive into the numbers, we started at about 60 orders a week or 70 orders a week, which is nothing when you compare it to the normal, to the norm. So once that happened, and once the quality of our services really stepped in and helped us with our brand image and our reputation, uh, brands just started talking to us, and it was mostly small businesses as well. We are still not able to tap into the market of big businesses that do, for instance, 500 orders a day or 600 orders a day. We're still helping small businesses, but we're definitely looking for bigger fish in the sea for sure. That's every business's dream at the end, especially if you're a service provider. Of course, there are challenges to bringing in bigger customers and having bigger portfolio or better portfolio. But these challenges, they can be overcome by starting somewhere, which is with the small businesses for sure. You have to. It's like rolling the snowball. It will grow with time, and at one point, it will reach a level enough for us to handle a bigger client and handle and have better operation for sure. As a small business, definitely our operation is not optimized. We are well aware of it, and we do our best to optimize it. We don't have a fleet of 100 or 200 drivers who are ready to work with us. We're a small fleet, and therefore the process or the logistics cannot be optimized. We cannot do, for instance, same day deliveries. This is one thing. I have every day a lot of phone calls from food businesses wanting to work with us, and I just tell them that we cannot do that right now. We don't have the operation for it, and if I want to do it, it would not be wise financially for us at the moment. But at one point, I will be able to do it. And once that's done, we will definitely give you a call. So also, what is helping us not make any major mistakes, it's knowing our limitations as a small business. And of course, not being afraid to step outside the comfort zone and trying to. So once I had a phone call from a bigger merchant, and I said, all right, let's do it. I hired more people. We were at one driver. I hired the two remaining, and we were able to handle them, and they're very happy with us. Of course, they have requests to enhance the quality, make it faster, etc., etc., and we always work on it. It's about having the vision that is clear about what we want to do, and at Shuttles, we are very, very, very customer oriented. We
And
do our best to maximize the quality that we can provide.
And having said that, I noticed that you prioritize two things uh, in all your discussions: as being professional uh, and ensuring and guaranteeing safety
Yes.
and for the customer, which is the end user or the receiver, safety to the business owner, and safety to your employees. So this is on top of your mind, and being professional, because professionalism start by specializing and knowing
Yes.
which one you want to target. And you started
Yes.
with small businesses who understand the need and the business, how it works from their perspective, and you can work together to collaborate. And this gives me also an insight how you're able to summarize what you do and being fast, safe, and reliable. uh,
Yes, exactly.
exactly. So talking about that, do you know how your customers are doing now in the lockdown, or the competition, if there's any competition who's picking up? because many things are happening, and the lockdown can inspire or challenge our status quo to back up. So, how are they doing now, despite
Yes.
the situation?
So being in a business to business, so a B2B business, we keep a very close and healthy relationship with our customers. And it's one of the perks of working with a small business. So some of our clients were really able to bloom during this lockdown, especially on the online side. A lot of our customers were only like a brick and mortar shop or somewhere where you go and have a physical activity over there. They were able to transfer this activity into an online product that they can sell. Other businesses, not so much. And I have had many discussions with many of our customers about how to enhance their products and how to sell more, how to be able to reach more people. And this is something that is very important for me. If we want to, so I'm going to be to give you both sides on this. If I want to be selfish, this is good for me because they will bring me more business. But really, my intention out of it is doing good. It's good karma. If they succeed, good for them. If they succeed and decide to go to a different delivery service, no problem. That's good. I just want to see people around me doing good, and it's not going to be good for them only. It's going to be good for the economy as a whole. Our economy right now is really suffering, and having people around you that are succeeding is the ray of hope that maybe someone needs in order to start their own thing, or maybe taking a leap to a project that they want. So really what really matters a lot to me is their success. And this is why, also, this is again back to the point where we prioritize the quality of the service. If we are able to deliver the orders in a quick way, the customers of our merchants will be happy and they will tend to purchase again, and it will give them a success rate, a higher success rate.
Correct. So success isn't built by day, and
Yes.
isn't it doesn't happen overnight. It is a combined effort, and
Mhm.
I've also been told it is cumulative. So it's a compound. It's a compounded effect
Yes.
where you start by addressing several layers and angles, and the compounding effect. At one day, you'll find that you have an aha moment, and this
Yes.
aha moment can come from your team, from your customers, or the business that you are working with. So speaking about shuttles, it's been almost maybe 5 to 6 months in operation, and your business, definitely you have a lot of ideas to keep your business, to grow your business, to take it up to a next level. So tell
Definitely.
me, what's going on now, and what are you planning for the coming few months?
Definitely. So actually, we have a lot of very exciting plans. We have just integrated a new platform in order for us to optimize the operation and in order for us to enhance our quality. We used to do everything on Excel and on Word, which is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane to keep track of everything, but we managed. But in order to take things to the next level, we really need to have a computerized system that would do the heavy lifting for us. Now, in Europe and in other countries, there is the access points where if you're not available, they will leave the order at this access point. This is something that we have our eyes on. We want to be able to help our customers get their order regardless if they are there or not, at home or not. Now, this will have its difficulties, especially that most of the businesses here in Lebanon, they work with cash on delivery. So there is no credit card integrations. So basically everything is cash on delivery. So it will have its challenges. I have ideas in my head to go around this problem, but it is definitely the most exciting project that we have right now in Shuttles. And however, I don't see it coming to life before maybe summer, August or September. Maybe this is when we'll start to seriously work on it. But this is where we are going right now. This is the path that we're taking. because it will enhance the quality of our service even more, and it will make our customers even happier. So this is where we see ourselves within the next couple of months. We're currently developing our website to gain more visibility online. Once that's done, hopefully we can bring a writer on the team to work on blog posts. We work on our LinkedIn posts once we launch our LinkedIn page. I am very focused on our presence, on our brand, and this is something that I am willing to invest quite heavily in the next 2 to 3 months. Hopefully, when the lockdown is done, we will have a clearer image, because it's hard as a businessman or an operator to forecast in such difficult times. I cannot see 1 month in advance what's going to happen in Lebanon, so it's hard to really forecast with a lot of accuracy. But you definitely set the plans. So I want to achieve this, this, and that, and you work hard on it, regardless if it happens or not. That's fine. I am totally okay with the plans not coming to life as long as we work on them and we do our best.
Well, I can see that being a founder and being being the person behind Shuttles, you've set a clear vision where you want to be, and you have a date as well in mind. Having the right tools, I believe you will have them at the right moment, and you'll find people who will join you on board. Being a young entrepreneur who just started a business that is really needed in Lebanon and delivering across is not a light job.
No,
And
it's
so
not.
far, you're well aware, and the business start to pick up. If we're gonna talk about Shuttles and
Yes.
for it to grow further, can you tell me the three things that you need help with?
All right. So this is quite a difficult question because I have been blessed and really grateful. I am really grateful to have people around me who are very supportive, and the businesses that we work with, they are also very supportive. So if anything, I want to be able to help others as well. So I really don't know what to say about this. Maybe perhaps being better in terms of operations, optimizing our service in order for us to enhance the quality even more. But I really feel like we have been blessed to have the success that we've had, because I really call it a success from nothing, absolutely nothing. It is crazy, mind blowing to me that we were able to grow the business like that and have actual employees. I was never in my dreams have I thought at my age or at the state that I am in right now, I would have employees that I have to take care of. It's absolutely mind blowing to me. And I am blessed, and I really want to be able to help other businesses. So really, Maisa, if you can tell us how can we help the businesses around us, like I'm pretty sure that you've had a lot of experience talking to other business owners. How do you feel like that us as business owners, as a logistics company, how can we help the businesses that are around us?
Well, there's a lot of ideas that we can have a session and brainstorm about it. It usually comes
Yes.
from designing workshops. And as you mentioned, many entrepreneurs who just founded a business would have might have a blind spot. And this blind spot, maybe you tackled this problem. So creating a community of and having an access to network and have an open platform to discuss, we'll be able, maybe we set a platform or a workshop, so we'll
Yeah.
able to meet other people, and you can introduce your business model and talk about things where you dealt with, and the same vice versa. So here we go. You offered also a help to the lockdown economy hub, and
That's very interesting.
I will
That's
tell
very
also,
interesting.
and
I would.
yeah, we can also encourage from this platform, taking a moment, any entrepreneur who's based in Lebanon, especially Lebanese entrepreneur, and I think who would like to reach out to you, we'll post the details for them in the description of the video, and they can share their
For sure.
if you have no problem, since you offered help.
I would be more than happy if there is any way I can help entrepreneurs entrepreneurs, especially, I want to be selfish in this. I really want to be selfish, especially in Lebanon. People here in Lebanon, they really need help. And especially e-commerce businesses, I find it very interesting that during this lockdown and during this crisis, we have had such a bloom in businesses who are doing handcrafted and personalized items, accessories, boxes, etc. It has been very interesting to see, and some people are finding their success, some people are struggling, and it would be a very exciting chance if we can help these businesses find their success. For sure it'd be very interesting.
Having said that, I would like to wrap our discussion. It's been delightful to have you on board and to listen to your business story that is successful. And I hope that in future I'll go back and talk to you when you are, maybe you have something new. I'm sure you would have something new, not maybe. And you tell us about new projects that you are working on that you have designed. So at the moment, do you have anything to close our interview before we reach our end?
Maisa, the pleasure has been all mine to talk to you. It has been very interesting. Before the interview, the discussion that we had was very interesting. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I am very excited for what's in the future. And perhaps, who knows, maybe doing a workshop with you, helping other businesses as well. It would be something very exciting for sure.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. So at the moment, I would like to thank you, Richard. Thank you for
Thank you, Maisa.
introducing Shuttles. Thanks to everyone who I know that will support our business and what we are doing here in the Lockdown Economy Initiative. Please don't forget to like our video so we can grow. Subscribe to our channel. If you like the interview today with me and Richard and discussing shuttles, support us, encourage us, follow us on YouTube and share the interviews and reach out. All the details about shuttles, if you want to contact Richard, will be mentioned in the video below. Stay tuned for many more insights, many new ideas, and many entrepreneurs from all around the world. Good evening and bye-bye.